Right, what I'm doing, right, I've got a damp brush, and all I'm doing is I'm just softening in the dark bits into the lighter bits with a damp brush, just softening and softening and softening. So I'll just let you watch me do this. I'll go all around all the different bits and just taking all them dark bits and softening the edges so they look more natural. All I've done, I've gone in dead quick when I painted. You can see me paint this on my other video, and I've just splodged the darks in dead quick, and then now I've come back in and I'm just putting all the final details in, and that includes softening all these little bits in here, making them all fit in nicely. Niceness. You'll see as I go along, it'll get more and more realistic. Okay, if you want to help my channel, by the way, just gently press the subscribe button. Don't be smashing it, press it gently. Yeah, everybody says smash the subscribe button. You don't need to smash it. Don't be smashing anything, just press it gently. Use your BRIAN and press it gently. Yeah, there we are. Look, you can see I'm just, well, you can't see really because my big stupid hand's in the way, but in a bit when my hand moves you'll be able to see how it's softened it all in, made it look a lot more natural. If you sing while you're painting, it brings your mood up, makes you feel happier, and then that makes your painting look better. Yeah. Now I'm going in. Look, I'm sort of in a way, in a minute I'm going to go around that bush, and that'll be like negative painting, and I'll be softening all the bits out. So it's sort of a bit like negative painting because I'm softening the bits of the darks out to make the highlights stand out. So it's a bit like negative painting. And in a minute I'm going to see that bush on the left there. Look, I'm going to go around that in a minute and soften all that out, and it'll make it look like negative painting. I've been thinking a lot just lately about conspiratorial theories. My stepbrother Doofus, he's been watching a lot of documentaries about conspiratorial theories. He takes them well serious. It's a bit of a prat, my stepbrother Doofus, but I mean, he ended up sitting in attic with tin foil on his head. Bloke in flat upstairs with fuming, but we couldn't get him down. He was that paranoid. But it's like the government has been on about fake news, saying, "Oh, we'll take the fake news down." I'm intelligent enough to decide what's fake news. If it's like there's something outrageous going on, I can think, nah, that's made up, right? That's just made up. Whereas there's other things you think, oh, maybe there's some truth in that. It's like I've seen like videos of ghosts, and I think that's just been made on a computer. I mean, you never see a fashionable ghost. You ever notice that? They're always old-fashioned. So straight away I'm thinking it's made up. It's fake news, innit? But yeah, Doofus is, you believe out you tell him, Doofus will. I've got a conspiratorial theory, right? I reckon the government is flying around in planes disguised as UFOs. And I reckon they're doing that to make us paranoid so that they can get away with spending more money on space projects. Innit? Yeah? All they're doing, they're trying to make us paranoid. Then they can spend more money. Then they can do stuff like putting a man on the sun. Obviously, they'll go at night, so they don't get burnt. I think it's got something to do with the ancient Egyptians, something like that. Anyway, can you please just concentrate on the painting, you lot? There we are. Still softening out. Can you see now? Look at it. What I've done, I edited a bit out there, so you could just, because I knew it'd be boring just watching me softening for ages, because it does take a long time. So I edited a bit out. But there, look how realistic that's gone now. So all I've done is I've just took all them dark bits and softened them out. Now look here, I'm just glazing over. Yeah, well, look. That's a yellow colour. I'm just glazing it over all the stuff. I've glazed that yellow over the path, and then I come in with some more creamy colour, look. The yellow ochre or raw sienna, perfect for them like path colours and things like that. If you've got any of that, if you ain't got any of that, mix a bit of yellow with a bit of burnt umber. That'll look trick. See this here now, I'm just popping a bit of low lights in there now, tiny little low lights, so they look like, I suppose they're going to look a little bit like tiny little leaves. So I've gone low lights into them light bits, and now look, I've got some designer's white gouache, and I'm putting some highlights into the dark bits now, so it looks like tiny little leaves, look. But it's not really to paint the little leaves, it's really just to break that edge up. So I've gone low lights into the light and highlights into the dark, and it just breaks that edge up, makes it look that little bit more natural. So that's just a mixture of a light green and a designer's white gouache. I've put the gouache in to make it nice and light, and it's an opaque colour, so it'll go over the top of the dark colour. So I do that, look. Look at that. See how realistic that's getting now? Oh. Now this little palette knife, use these in oil painting normally. Right, I'll tell you what I do here. See how I'm putting loads of little, they're the tree trunks. See how I'm putting loads on them in? That's because, how many trees is there? 1, 2, 4, 6. There's 6 trees there, right? But behind them trees, there's loads of more trees. That's like a group of trees, so there's going to be more behind them, what you can see. So you can tell there's more behind them. I've stuck some extra trunks in, you see, just so you realise, oh, there's not just them 6 trees there. I've put some extra trunks in and that. In it. There we are. Oh, wow. Dee 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 dee. Sing while you're painting. You should always sing while you're painting. Helps you relax. And also, if you're in any sort of gym changing room, swimming pool changing room, you should sing then as well. So that if you sing while you're in like a swimming pool changing room, it lets people know that you're not staring at them or anything while they're getting changed. It's like you can't possibly be looking at someone's diggler if you're singing, can you? Because you're too busy concentrating on your singing. I'm too busy concentrating on my singing, so don't worry, I'm not looking at your diggler. Don't worry, I'm too busy concentrating, I couldn't possibly be looking at your diggler. I'm too busy concentrating on my singing, I'm definitely not looking at your diggler. No way. Absolutely no way. Are you lot concentrating? Listen, you've got to concentrate here. There, I've done a bit of air drying on that. Do you see that? Quick. Edited it, innit? Edited it. Yeah, so there, what I did there, that I've just sort of softened a bit there. You know how I scrape that dark in with my palette knife? Well, I just soften that back in there, that's all. Make it look nice and natural and realistic and that, you know what I mean? I'm putting a couple of blades of grass in there. I'm mainly putting these blades of grass in there just because I'm going to have some little flowers on some. So I've stuck a few in so you can see the little stalks on the flowers, just so you can see that they are flowers. And then I do some of them little, what's them little white flowers that you get in your grass? You know what I mean? They're not dandelion flowers, are they? I don't know what they're called, them little tiny white flowers. They are called something, I'll have to look it up. So I do some of them, and you can see they're actually on the floor in the short grass. But these, what I'm painting in a minute, they're like some long flowers with some stalks. So that's why I just painted a few blades of grass in. Look, there you are, look. Just into them dark bits there. Put these little flowers in. Just adds a ickle bit of interest, doesn't it? Ickle bit of interest. There. Oh, niceness. There we are. Then there's a few there. Look, they're actually on the floor. They're them little flowers. I forgot what they're called. They're called like little white flower. I think they have like a little yellow bit in the middle when you look up dead close. But obviously on here, you won't be trying to put no yellow bits in the middle. Or another little tip for you. The closer they are, the bigger you do them. Then as you get further back, do them equal. Because you don't want, then you're adding to your 3B effect. You want this to look three-dimensional. See how them there look? They're tiny little ones. In it. Tiny little ones at back, big ones at front. 3 dimensions. Look at that. That's proper bringing it to life, look. Yeah. This is where you sing. When you're just doing something like this, you have a little sing. I'm not looking at you, Diggler. No way. Definitely not. There we are. Some tiny little ones in the background there, look. See, that's really tiny little speckles back there. That's making it look 3-dimensional. I'll couple that side, look. You can put your own wherever you want. You can use, if you mix some designer's white gouache with some different colours, you could make little pink flowers or little yellow ones. You can do all sorts with that gouache. You can mix it, because you mix it with gouache, it keeps it opaque. So then you can go into them dark bits and put little ickle flowers on and that in it. Right, I'm popping in there. Peter and Paul, my 2 birds. 2 bods. Peter and Paul, my 2 bods. They're out looking for worms and that. Can't believe that's what they eat, but they do. There we are. Now I'm going to put a BD in. BD. There we are. Be nice. And I'll see you there on beach.